They tell everybody, script, take your motherfucking clothes off. Everybody in the bird, butt, booty, ball, naked. I'm just trying to live my life. What up, y'all, man? I can't sleep, so I feel like, why not make another story? You know what I'm saying? Because I done said some stories, but I ain't never tell y'all about these riots. I ain't even seen a story about the riots, man. But the worst riots I was in the penitentiary was North Central Unit, Calico Rock. It was one of them penitentiaries that's mostly a white prison. They send blacks up there when they mad at us. I got into it with a warden. The warden got mad at me, said, because I wanted to get shipped. The warden got mad at me and said, I got you. I'm going to ship you. He shipped me to fucking Calico Rock. That's what we call it, North Central Unit. It's a smaller unit. The unit is probably anywhere from a 550 man to an 800, something like that I remember. But the majority inmates are white folks. White dudes. The staff, the correction officers, the warden, everybody was white. It was like a handful of brothers, you know what I'm saying? And so when you get into situations like that, where you at another unit that's dominant white boys, it's different because the white dudes think they tough when the majority is on their end. You see what I'm saying? So it was 2 riots while I was at that unit. It was 2 riots that popped off. The first riot that popped off, I just got shipped to the unit. The first day I got to the unit, them boys was riding. And they put me in the motherfucking bag. They don't even care. I'm like, look, man, I'm fresh off the bus. Get to the unit. Already shit look weird, 'cause I don't see no black staff. I'm like, what the fuck going on? And when we go through the salad port, go through where we go, they're going to give you your barrack number. You go to the barrack. The officer take you to the barracks. They opened up first one barrack. Was it 1 barrack or 2 barrack? They opened up the barrack. I ain't paying no attention really like that. I'm just like, hey, it's another penitentiary. So they opened up the barrack and were hurry up, like telling me to go in. So I'm looking back like, why y'all rushing me in? I go in, bruh, they got the half of the barrack on fire. They done set the mattresses on fire. They throwing white dudes off the fucking roof. They boxing in this corner. The day room tore up. It smoked up in here. Man, it was all kind of messed up. So I walk up in there and I kind of look back at the guard like, what the fuck? How y'all put me in the middle of a damn riot? So when I look back at the guard just like walked out like, hey, shit, you fucked. And I'm like, man, what the hell? So I'm mobbing through people that's fighting. But what's going on, when I found out later what was going on, the GDs was fighting the Aryan nations. So I'm kind of walking with my stuff, my bag and stuff, and I'm kind of like, this real shit. Y'all might think I'm lying, man. But this real shit, it's documented. If you can look up North Central Riot Unit, I guarantee you, 2005. I don't remember what month, but check on it. And I bet you they say that, oh, yeah, it was a riot going on. So I'm walking up there. I look up in the corner. You know, they're going to recognize. You're going to recognize if that's your homies or if that's, you know, you might not know them, but you got, it's Arkansas. So shit mixed up. Ain't no blood, barrack, crip, barrack, nothing like that. It's blood, GD, crip, all that in one barrack. So y'all going to have to figure it out. So when I was getting up there, it was a couple of old school cats up in the corner. One looked like he about 50. One looked like he about 30 something. One, you know, different numbers. So I look up there, and they were like, man, I can't believe they put you in this barrack in the middle of a riot. So I was like, man, what the fuck going on? He was like, man, them GDs, man, fighting the Aryan nations. But we ain't got nothing to do with that. And they would ask me, like, where you from? You know what I'm saying? What's it, you know? So I told them and shit. They were 109 Delman Lane. One on was Bounty Hunter. You know what I'm saying? So it just mixed up like that in Arkansas. So they were like, hey, dog, you come on up here with us, man. Fuck that. Let them handle that. So I went up there, caught a rack next to them. Man, we sit here and watch the ride. They was throwing white boys off the tier, beating them bad. I'm talking about crazy. Now, long story short, this what was a little too much for me. But this prison, so that's how it go. Well, what was happening was they put me in that barrack. The COs, regular COs, weren't going to come in there and stop the ride. They was waiting on the drill team. A drill team, or they might have different names for them, but a drill team is when they suited and booted. They got the shield, they got the shot thing, they got the 12 gauges with the bean bags in it, but when they hit your ass, it feel like a bullet. Real talk, ex anybody. So all I hear was some stomping. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm looking around, I'm like, man, what the hell is that? They were like, that's the drill team. So I'm like, what the fuck? You know, because I hadn't been in a riot yet in prison. So I looked down through the glass from the top tier. I seen motherfuckers with face shields on, everything. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas still fighting. They ain't give a damn. They opened up that door. When they opened up that door, I heard that big gauge cock. And he pointed at one. Boom! That bitch, fire came from that bitch like a real 12 gauge. When he shot that motherfucker, one of the white dudes, he hit him in the head with it. And when he hit that dude in the head, he just dropped to the ground. He pointed it in another spot. Boom! Then the motherfucker threw like a gas bomb, smoke bomb, something in that bitch behind it. Threw it in there. They shut the door. Bomb smoking up the place. We coughing, man, because I guess it's tear gas or something. I'm like, man, what the fuck? I done got myself into, man. See, people don't tell you about them type of days. It's days in the penitentiary, you be like, man, what the fuck did I get myself into? You know what I'm saying? And that was one of them days, because I'm like, man, how the fuck we gonna do this? So after all that, the white boy on the ground, like he dead, because he ain't even moving. They shot him in the head with his beanbag. The white boy on the ground. After that, all them dudes come in, and they tell you, they get on their horn, they tell you what to do. If you don't do it, they shooting your ass. So they tell everybody, script, take your motherfucking clothes off. Everybody in the bed, butt, booty, ball, naked. And they gonna walk y'all down, bottom till first, top till second. They gonna put zip ties on your ass, because they ain't got enough cuffs to cuff a whole bag. They put zip ties on us, marched our ass out the door. People in the other barracks is looking at us, because we the barrack that acting a fool. Not me, but they were. They marched our naked asses in handcuffed zip ties down to the salad port. I just came from the fucking salad port when I got shipped there. Marched our ass down to the salad port and made us sit on that dirty ass ground. Butt, booty, ball, naked. They set us on the ground. We don't know what's on that damn ground. So I tried to sit sideways, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want crumbs and shit like that. It's a bit better, but I'm just saying. So, sit us on the ground. Man, they left us in the salad port. While they said they had to figure out what was going on, they left us in the salad port on the floor. 40 grown-ass men on the floor, man. They left us on the floor for 6 hours. 6 hours. Butt, booty, ball, naked. Hands zip tied behind our backs for 6 hours, man. Motherfuckers, they fell asleep. Motherfuckers laid down on the side, shit, leaning on the wall. Like, that's how they left us. You know what I'm saying? And so after 6 hours, they started coming to get us, getting us up, taking us back to the barrack when they found out who wasn't involved. That's just enough right there. That's enough right there to goddamn me ask yourself, what the fuck I done got myself into? Why did I allow myself to come to prison? Because them rights gone. See, people wait till they get in prison and want to flex their rights. You don't got no motherfucking rights. You a number. I was a number. And they don't give a damn about you. 123371. I'll never forget it. Because that's why I had to identify by. But anyway, they take us back to the barrack. The white boy that they shot in the head, he had brain damage, and they shipped his ass the same night. They ain't want to keep him. So they put it down like the inmates did it that were fighting him, shipped him to another penitentiary, man, that night. And I don't know if the dude died or not. I'm just be real. Because we never heard no more from him. And I ain't know him to hear from him. You know what I'm saying? So that was the first day I got shipped to Calico Rock, Arkansas, North Central Unit Penitentiary. That was the first day that shit was happening, right? So as time go on, you got little riots that pop off or whatever because black dudes didn't want to be up there. So it was always a plotting scheme. Man, I'm going to get the fuck away from up here. You ask them to ship you and they won't ship you. So then down here on the other end, it was a South Hall and North Hall. That happened on the South Hall. I ended up being there about a year or two. I ended up on the North Hall. Well, here you go again. The blacks and the Aryan nations. Yeah, it never fails. It's gonna happen. But now, one of them Aryan nations, they shot caller his name was L.A. He was from California. Big ass white boy though. Like 6'1", 6'2", 250 pounds. He was the shot caller. All right. Out of the black squad, you had a little buddy from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. I can't think of his name. But he was the one that got that shit jumping. I'm across the hall, but like I say, in the penitentiary, most of the time, penitentiary, man, you got a barrack across the hall from you where I can look out the window and see what's going on in the other barrack. You know what I'm saying? That's how people communicate. So we knew it was tension over there because they had been talking about it. I can't think of the black dude's name that started it from Pine Bluff. But L.A. did not play. Them boys got into that ride. We just watching it, man. We might as well have popcorn. We looking across the hallway. They getting down over there. I'm talking about rats going over the tier, people going over the tier. They don't mind throwing you over the damn tier. It ain't nothing but concrete that your body gonna hit. So I don't know if you can defeat that concrete. I'm just be real. So they throwing people over. Well, L.A. had a lock and a sock. That's almost like the #1 weapon in a penitentiary. You're going to see more locks and socks than you see shanks and knives and lawnmower blades. You know what I'm saying? So he had a lock and a sock. But he had welded, because he was in welding, he had welded razor blades onto the lock and the sock. Right? So when he swing and hit you, the lock going to hit you. But if that blade don't break, that blade going to cut you. Well, L.A. swung that lock in the sock at the dude that was from Pine Bluff that started the ride. Swung that lock in the sock and hit him in his eye. I can tell this story a million times because, we witnessed it. I can tell it a million times. Hit him in his eye. And it's like he snatched it back. And when he snatched that lock back to go again, the dude eyeball flew out his motherfucking face down the damn step or something. Like, and y'all think I'm bullshit. He hit him with that lock in the sock, that blade, them blades or whatever he had welded on there. Something caught dude eye. And when he snatched that motherfucker back to throw it again, man, dude eyeball flew. And I don't know if they found that damn eyeball or not. And I ain't even bullshit. Y'all think I'm playing. I really don't know. But dude ended up with a patch over his eye. When all that shit, all the smoke cleared, people went to jail, got out the hole. They shipped L.A. They shipped some more than white boy. And it was so crazy because the dudes that started the riot to get shipped from up there, they kept them and shipped to every nation. So you ain't running nothing. They gonna do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? But that was probably the worst riots I've been in prison. When the dude took the eyeball out, that was just it, man. That was just it. That's some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Arkansas prisons, man. It goes down, man. That's why I tell people, it don't matter what state you in. You got some damn fools everywhere you go. In Arkansas, man, we just getting started with these stories, man. It's your boy Talker Boy, man. I'm trying to take my ass to bed, man. Y'all drop the comments, man. Y'all know how we do it. And I'll be in touch with y'all. Any questions or whatever, man, just holler at me. I'm gone.